Hello everyone. Gosh, I realise it's been actually a couple of weeks now since my 5-day water fast, fat fast, attempt. Fat fast because I was drinking tea with cream in it, which of course is fat, adds calories. So I didn't post the sort of update videos, and well, so I made it. I did have a very small meal after I had my personal training session on the Wednesday because hadn't really had much tea with cream in it. Had done the exercise and just listening to my body, I just felt like it needs something. I was feeling a bit weird and a bit sort of like a bit dizzy and stuff. So I had 2 chicken thighs that were wrapped in bacon and had some cheese with them. Anyway, so I then didn't have anything all of the Thursday. And then that evening I ate more chicken thighs with bacon, well, one more, with some vegetables. So, a good sort of break the fast thing. And then 5:30 Friday morning, I had my head in the toilet and I was vomiting. I don't know if the chicken was slightly dodgy or something. Like, my other half had it and he was fine. But for whatever reason, my body didn't like it. So I then ended up fasting on Friday as well because obviously I felt awful and couldn't eat. I was basically laid up in bed all day Friday. Didn't eat again until really late the Friday night. And then I was fine. So, have I done it again? No. I was going to do 3 days, tried to do 3 days. I got to the end of the first day and I just didn't feel good. I like sitting down having dinner with my other half. So what I did was I did 24 hours. So I'd go all day, do 24 hours, eat a meal, or eat within a 1 hour window, and then do another 24 hours, eat in another window of an hour, another 24 hours, eat in another window of an hour. And that's kind of like a pattern that I've now fallen into. On most days, I can quite happily push out and go 24 hours. And then my body's sort of telling me after about 22 hours I'm hungry. So yeah, I've been doing that. Though I have noticed, I've talked before that I have issues with sleeping, with my sleep, and I do really notice, I've just sort of observed that if my sleep is really bad or I've had to get up really early in the morning, because my body just doesn't really do mornings, which, I know that's an issue, shouldn't be happening, it's something, I'm working on overcoming and all that as part of this. So yeah, if I have to have less sleep or get up in the morning, then I definitely don't respond as well to fasting. There have been a couple of days when I've gone, gosh, I'm getting genuine hunger pains. Like, I was in the middle of a lecture the other day and my stomach sounded like a monster was going to burst out of there. It was that bad and I wasn't feeling great. So I went, gosh, okay, it's telling me that I do need to have some sustenance. So I broke the fast, and I've just been doing that really. I think that's going to serve me much better than trying to force myself through these things. And also, I haven't really had huge results in terms of waistline at the moment. I do feel better, which is good. My energy has been taking really big dips recently because I've increased my working hours, getting less rest, more stress with job situation and stuff. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. But the increasing stress levels, the reducing sleep means that my tolerance to fasting is obviously not great, and there's a lot of evidence that I've come across out there, anecdotal and scientific, to say, you're not sleeping very well, you're not getting enough sleep, you're not getting enough rest, you're stressed, etc., then, you know, fasting can make things worse because it's a stress on your body. So yeah, I've been just sort of really listening. And that also, I think, is a big factor in the fact that I haven't been dropping inches, pounds, kilograms, whatever. But I'm just sort of keeping hopeful that the healthier I become, that, you know, that's just gonna start happening as I get healthier, and just keep working towards that. Really, that's what is important here, is the health side of things. You know, I want to get to a place where I can just have a good night's sleep and I can get up in the morning and that's not a problem, and I can do a full day's work without feeling like I am just going to die, basically. So yeah, so in terms of some symptoms that have gotten worse, that sort of led me to this thing. So I've been getting worse post-exertional malaise. That's recovery time in layman's terms, basically. So last Wednesday, I did a personal training session. I was getting some really weird pains in my arms. I pushed through, and then I was still hurting from that session 5 days later on the Monday. I am finding that although in general life I'm moving around more because I've now taken on other jobs, it means I have to walk around a lot more during the day. You know, my tolerance for like carrying my rucksack and just a few months ago I was able to go out for a run after work or go to a class or, you know, do some sort of exercise, okay, whereas now, like, I'm just not tolerating it. My body is just not tolerating it. And it's not because I'm being, like, less active. I'm quite an active person, so I'm walking around a lot more at work. So things like that have increased, which, you know, is probably a part of not being able to tolerate so much what I was doing. So I think, you know, in terms of baseline fitness, like that personal training session, I was actually able to do more, to do better than, you know, a couple of months ago. But the difference is how long it takes me to recover from that. That's the key thing. Anyway, I have been finding since I did that 5-day water fast that I do seem to have more days where I feel better. So that's helpful. I'm hoping that's gonna keep happening. Other things, gosh, I just had a thought. It's escaped me. But yeah, like there have been sort of other positive things as well in terms of just feeling like I'm starting to sort of shift towards feeling a bit better in myself more often, like mood and not feeling quite so crappy, I suppose. Yeah, so I think that if I continue this, then hopefully I'm gonna notice that other sort of things like sleep and what have you is gonna be able to, at least, even if I don't get any more sleep, I can at least get a better quality of sleep, and that would be really helpful. Oh yeah, also what I noticed was since I've done that 5-day fast, I am able to eat much more intuitively, as in, you know, I sort of really notice when I'm hungry and I'm not eating like for the sake of eating. I really notice when I've eaten a lot and I'm feeling full. That seems to happen a lot better, a lot more easily. Like that's happening a lot more. Like, yeah, I just feel like I'm a lot more in tune with what my body needs, like how much I'm eating, my appetite, that kind of thing. That seems to be getting better. Hopefully that will continue to do so. So, you know, I can feel satisfied eating less. You know, the eating the low carbohydrate, high fat approach is helping with that as well, certainly. But that's where I am with this at the moment. So no more like 5-day fast for me. I'll do it in 24-hour cycles. And yeah, I think it's a useful tool for me to have. Hopefully I can build up to sort of 36 hours over time, but for the moment the 24 seems to be a good place to be. Thanks for listening.